Same thing, you regret.
All right, we got the Norton back up on the lift. We took the Triumph down. We're gonna do some more work on the Triumph's front brake. But right now we got the Norton back up here. We're getting ready to do stuff. Let's see, when we left it yesterday, we put the head steady on. All the isolastics are on, oil bottle's on, the shocks are on, wheel is on temporarily. And we thought we'd do something fun today. We haven't done anything fun in a while. So we're gonna open up this primary and see what it's like inside and see what we have to do to install the new starter motor. If all of the starter gear stuff is inside the primary, well, wonderful. If it not, well, then we'll have to, I think you may have to take this bolt completely out, because it's probably a shaft in there.
Okay.
Okay, so in a few minutes we should have the primary open and we will see what it's like. The primary's open, and first glance shows everything's still in here. This is the anti-kickback deal. See how it'll turn this way but not that way, so that it'll drive but not kick back if it backfires. The gears look good up inside here. When I turn this, that turns. So now we go up here. This was bolted on and it's got a plate here. I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to take these out. Actually, go ahead and lift that out, Kevin. Let's see what's there. What is that? Oh, might be the end of the old motor. I'm not sure. How interesting. That's as good a way to block it off as necessary. I'm going to spin around here slowly, show you the cover. Put on with lots and lots of silicone. Sometimes I just wish that silicone had never been invented. It is just nasty stuff. Okay, walking around the other side of the bike, let's take a look at that motor mount, starter motor mount on this side and see what we see. So it looks like it's got mounting screws. I don't remember this opening here. That's a little scary. But other than that, let's take a look. And we'll get the new motor and see how it fits. All right, it's been an interesting morning. Have the new starter motor mounted and the new starter relay mounted. It's up here. This is a traditional place for applying a ground to the frame. This is a good frame ground. So I went ahead and made this little bundle here. And one of these will go directly to the battery. One of them will go out to the back of the bike because I like to run a separate wire, a separate circuit to the taillight and turn signal assembly. So that'll go back there, get tied in. These two will be used as required to go to the main wiring bundle up forward. And so I got plenty of wires here to be used for ground purposes. Nice solid ground to the frame. So when I have to buy the 3 cables there are 2 cables. One goes from the battery to the relay and from the relay to the motor. I'll order those right away. When I get them, I will show you that I'm going to try to run the extra heavy wire to the starter. I'll try to slip it right inside this boot and take it down there and hook it up underneath the rubber boot, so it'll be nicely insulated. So that'll go up here to the relay to the battery, and then your starter switch hooks up to the small terminals, and ABC XYZ, you have an electric starter. So I will probably put the lid back on this primary without a gasket, just temporarily. I've got that all cleaned up over there. And over here I've got the cover all cleaned up and all the bolts standing by. By the way, do you remember this long bolt that I talked about in an earlier video and I wondered what the heck is that for? Well, it's for this cover. It goes all the way through and it holds on goes completely through the primary and into the starter as the number 3 bolt holding the starter in place. So that's its job. So things are looking up. Actually, what's left to do on the bike is the fun stuff. The isolastics were just not a lot of fun. That's a very difficult job. So everything else from this point on is pretty straightforward. Bolting on new parts, rebuilding the carbs, cleaning things up, putting on new tires, and rebuilding the brake systems, all of which is pretty straightforward. So that's where we are, and we'll probably do some more work on it tomorrow.